All right, we're live.
Good evening. Welcome to
Do you want me to scoot this way?
the 8:15, a little bit late
Yeah.
start draw here at the Cherry Blossom at Potomac Curling Club. Do we have any listeners yet?
Nope.
Are you sure?
We have 3 viewers.
All right.
All right. Welcome. Oh, look! I just got an update on my phone.
Uh-oh.
We are
4.
live.
Well, we're one of them.
All right,
so
well,
3.
let's introduce the teams. With the Yellowstones, we have David's Goliaths out of the San Francisco Bay Area.
Curling Club.
And on the Redstones, we have Stopera out of...
Is it Stopera?
It's Stopera.
I said it right.
Yeah.
Told you.
I didn't correct you. I was just making sure. I don't know.
I believe they're like out of New York, maybe.
Schenectady.
Schenectady, that's
Yeah.
right. Which I know how to spell, by the way.
I don't.
Remember I spelled it right last time?
It starts with S. And ends with
It
Y.
sounds a lot like Schenectady.
I believe that's Grace Adler's hometown, isn't it?
Should we give matchups for the other sheets just for grins?
Oh, sure. On sheet A, we have, with the Redstones, Morse out of Potomac, or,
Yeah.
yeah,
Part, at least.
and Cattler with the Yellowstones out of Potomac. Sheet C, we have Montreal West Divas. I'm guessing they're out of Montreal. And Yellowstone's Potomac Smith. And on sheet D, we have Broom Shooter 4. I can't see where they're from. And Yellowstone's Jalapeno Business.
I like that name the best.
So we will give score
'Cause
updates
they're
on those
jalapeno business.
sheets as we get them. Everyone is just beginning in the first end here.
Ooh, I just accidentally licked the little microphone.
Did it taste good?
That'll be a gift
I had
for
to get it
someone later.
really
Oh, God.
close.
Who had that one before you?
Ew. Well, I hope they didn't have like a beard or anything that would have gotten some germs in here.
Maybe
A
maybe
beard?
maybe a polyamorous
No.
furry had it.
Oh, we're
Well,
not.
let's
We're
not
not
go
that
there.
we're not at that
Not
level
yet.
of the night yet.
It's
yet.
8:30 at night.
8:36.
We might need a few drinks over here.
Stick
before
around
we-
for sheet 4 for that update.
sheet 4.
I mean, N4. We'll give that update. I'm 3 sheets to the win. Apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm really not though. There's only Pepsi in this cup.
Oh, Pepsi.
I know they didn't have Coke. Neither one of those are sponsors, right?
I don't think we have any sponsors.
We have tons of sponsors
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
ice.
look at on
They
Buffalo
include
Buffalo Wild Wings, Remax.
in
B-Dubs,
Vision,
No one wants to
Red
hear
Hot and
commercials,
Blue.
guys.
something.
Car
And
Astronautics
no
or
one
something.
can forget
I hope
our
they didn't pay for that.
season-long Cheetos
Oh,
sponsorship.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could go for some Cheetos.
All right, we've got rocks in play. Looks like red is now sitting 1 behind the tee in the back 8.
And
Wide open.
Red is playing with the hammer here. Looks like David's Goliaths is planning on hitting this to sit 3.
Did we give the skips mics?
No,
We
we
did
Oh,
not.
we didn't.
I don't think they're set up.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Looks like they're super hard to hold the line here. They got enough of it to push it back to 3rd shot, I think. Yeah.
We have our favorite Oklahoman curler watching,
Oh.
Jason. Shout out. Hey.
Oh, hey, Jason.
Thanks for joining us again.
Oklahoma.
Is there a team from Oklahoma here right now?
There is not.
Does Oklahoma have a curling club?
They have an arena club.
Oh.
So
And
yes.
Jason can correct us. I think he just stumbled upon Potomac's live feed during the Dykes and just stuck around because the commentating's so great.
So
Nice.
good.
Oh. High level to live up to. Setting the bar high.
I mean, it was our game, probably.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. Definitely the Friday night game, Saturday night game.
All the evening webcasts are.
Curling after dark.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds about after the fourth end.
Curling After Dark, CAD. That's like Canada.
That's
Canadian
like the
dollar.
Canadian dollar.
Right? It's the same thing.
I don't work in finance, but I know my dollar codes for
I
Canada.
do. Currency codes all the way.
Oh, this one's barely going to get over the hog line.
Jason said the Twitter led me here, but the ties kept me coming back.
They did not make it over the hog line
The
there,
ties.
So
So many ties.
All the games are tied right now for realsies.
Solid Dykes reference.
But they're all going to be tied for the rest of the evening, too. Or is that a Dykes thing only? Should we?
Oh, we got
Maybe.
some big weight coming here, guys. Rob Myers is throwing with the stick.
yeah.
Throwing or
Let's see if I can keep up with the
Demolishing.
Delivering?
Heaving with the stick.
I think they need to get
That's
on
actually
it.
not that heavy for his normal.
Yeah.
But it's
What
pretty heavy.
has anyone
nonetheless.
ever timed his like peel weight with a stick?
I think
I
once
think-
it was less than 6 seconds.
Okay, so that's like Clausen level peel weight.
That's.
But they
yeah,
do
but
it
was
normally.
Like, right.
Without the stick.
Yellow's still sitting 2.
Yeah, 2.
There is a guard that
I believe the red guard just outside of the house is not
they're
showing on
trying
the,
to draw behind. They don't have hammer. Or no, they do. Or did they not change the sign? No, they do. So, content to try a guard here, or sorry, a draw here.
Sweepers are on it right away. Line looks pretty good.
Digging in a little.
Not quite heavy enough to make it to the house.
I'm not sure if this is a hit or a
We
draw.
have Jason mentioning nude curling. Perhaps we will.
Not investigate that?
This is a draw.
That would be
Maybe
cool.
we'll have a midnight draw. We'll make one up, and who wants to play?
Still cold.
Looks like this is going to be a tap. Angles? Not perfect.
Or a guard.
It's just going to take off the guard and spill to be
Another guard.
another guard, but off the center line slightly.
Yellow has hammer, right? Okay, so
Yes, they do.
It's like Alex Baxter up here.
looks
throwing
like they're
a
okay
draw.
leaving the stuff up front.
I think at this point in the end, it's
I like
not
that
really.
they have team jackets. I mean, usually we don't get to the fashion until the third end.
True.
So it's actually, I don't know if it's a West Coast club thing, but they're all about their club jackets, and like everyone buys one with their name on it, and it's like a really nice club unity.
So you're saying I should
So
go to the
every
West
time-
Coast if I want that in my life? which
Yeah,
I do.
because I mean, I've
Or-
seen about 7 people at Potomac with jackets from Potomac.
So that came out quite short. I'm not sure if they were actually playing a guard up
I think
there.
they were trying to
or-
draw behind the center.
I think so too.
I mean, they are sitting 2, but Red has
Quite a
couple
pretty easy
usable-
tap there.
yeah, a tap or even the draw to the back.
Heather is in the chat, guys.
Oh, hey, Heather.
Oh, I just invited her. Hey, Queen.
Oh, we're getting a question on who do we think is going to win this thing.
Well, this
don't
game
know
or
either
this
team.
tournament?
No, this whole tournament.
Oh,
I don't
I
know
haven't
either
seen the
team.
draw.
Considering we don't know a lot of the teams,
I haven't seen the draw to know who's even still in the A event. So,
I'm
I-
gonna say
I
Stopera
would've-
is going to win.
I would have made a guess on paper, and it would have been wrong after game 1.
Yep,
so
me too.
I'm thinking
who was
Team
your guess?
Stopera here.
Clausen's.
Yeah, me too. But Stopera beat them, so maybe.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that they'll win.
But maybe Team Stopera is bringing the goods.
But
And-
I am betting
and
on Mega Millions tonight
I'm
instead
pretty
of
sure
the
that
Cherry Blossom
Stopera is
Bonspiel,
of
so
the Stopera curling family.
I believe so.
Right now they're betting on this rock that's going down the sheet. Do you like what I did there? And it came up a little short.
Well, I think it
Didn't
just
quite
curl
curl enough.
Yeah. The way
AJ thinks Kido Katsu is going to win.
who's that, AJ?
I think that's
Jeremy's team.
Jeremy and Catherine.
And Catherine.
Maybe.
Jeremy, Catherine.
I
and
could see
Catherine.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Who's there?
Catherine, Jeremy.
And
Not sure.
Kiddo, maybe?
Oh. Maybe.
See, I would have guessed Kyle, but it's obviously not Kyle.
Me?
Yeah.
It's not
No,
me.
I didn't get the invite.
Didn't make the cut.
I know.
Not even a fifth.
Rude.
Oh, man.
Awkward.
I forget who their fifth is.
Adam Cat.
Adam.
Oh, Adam, that's right.
Thanks, AJ.
Actually, I think AJ's team is going to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
Go
They
AJ.
can't, though. They already lost a game.
They did?
Ooh. I can't read the
Oh,
draw.
maybe I missed the second game. I thought I saw on the draw when I looked at it that they were still in it.
Hey, S. Belf, we will definitely let you know when any other team has scored in their first end. We promise.
Yep.
All right, we are on Skip's Rocks here. Yellow is currently sitting 2 with the hammer. We have a lefty.
We will definitely keep you updated on Sheet AA. Shout out to Bill and Wendy watching from Canada.
No, from Florida.
Are they in Florida now? But
Yeah.
they're from Canada. Much nicer weather. Watching their grandchildren curl.
Looks like
Had the pleasure of
Looks
curling
like
with both of them on Friday evenings this
David
season.
is throwing up a guard here, but I think it under curled.
And it was heavy. And it promotes a red.
Not
Still,
far enough
still
to
too
out
yellow.
count.
Yep.
Yeah. So red's down to their last rock here. They're going to need to promote one of these reds.
Adam has
in a
confirmed
little
he
bit.
is the lead on Catherine's team. Last rock here looks like they'll be trying a double tap.
Club jackets are a thing in San Francisco, guys.
I definitely need to go there then.
We should just
That's not the only club.
get club jackets here, maybe?
We have club jackets. No one chooses to buy them.
Because they're not as nice looking as theirs.
This
That's
one's
true.
over
It looks
curling a
okay. It
little,
looks
maybe.
okay.
Though,
I think.
until next year, the trade-off is club jacket or dedicated ice.
It will sit
little-
second shot,
Yeah, a little heavy there.
but it will be behind quite a bit of cover. So I think they'll be pleased with that shot. Keeping you updated on Sheet A, it looks like the first end score was a 2-14 Cattler. And we are beginning the second end on that sheet. We'll keep you updated as the scores are posted. Unfortunately, our cameras are stationary. It's not simple to move between sheets. But you can
we'll-
kind of see a portion of it.
We'll do our best to keep you updated with scores as soon as the teams hang them.
Looks like David Wiesen is choosing to try to draw in here to get a piece of the forefoot to score 2.
He needs to be about exactly T in order to make this work, I think.
Yeah.
He is not wearing the San Francisco Bay Area Curling Club jacket.
Sweepers are on it right away.
Way on the outside of the sheet, which hasn't been played much this end, so some fresh pebble out there might.
They're sweeping.
Needs
Be
to
slumming it
curl,
down.
though, to get in there for a second. And it's coming up light.
That's not going to make it.
So it will be a score of 1 for David's Goliaths on sheet B, our feature sheet here. I see another score has been hung on sheet D. It's a score of 2 for Jalapeno Business. And another score, it seems like a score of Yellow 2 is very popular. That was also the score on sheet C for Potomac Smith.
So we've got 4 tie games going on.
Yep. Barn burners all around.
Oh, I like this lead's name, Weston Curlin Cheek.
That team has some difficult names to pronounce, except for Alex Baxter.
So I believe they were going for a center line guard there. Came in the house, though, and over curled a little bit.
Looks like a takeout.
I think so.
It's curling quite
That
a bit.
was the ice he gave.
Harder, guys.
I think they're going to
Harder.
flip a
Hard.
piece.
Oh, yeah.
We'll remove it.
Got just enough
That
of it.
will work. Enough to...
Leave a tripping hazard. Nope.
Nope, got it out. He was confident. We didn't know, but he knew.
He knew.
They're going to try this center guard again.
Frantic sweeping.
Oh, this looks like a hog.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, it's over. It's over for sure. I have a really good angle on it.
It's over.
Why? Because you're sitting in the high chair?
I'm sitting.
Yes.
I'm not sitting in a high chair. I'm sitting in a bar stool. It sounds much cooler than a high chair.
I said the high chair, not a high chair.
Yes, the high chair, the highest of chairs.
With his applesauce.
One might even say a throne. I'd participate in the chat with my phone, but I only have 10% left. And God forbid I need to take a detour on the way home. I'd be screwed.
I mean, you could charge it here, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You can.
I see
Don't
this
you have a
one
charger
here.
in your car? I just unplug hers. She's not looking.
And if she asks, who's oh, that's mine. How'd that get there?
Well, that was not what they wanted, but it works out for them. A nice little tick
Sure
there.
does. Yeah, two
corners.
corners.
Team Stopera with a tick shot turns that
Two
into
corners,
two
halfway
corner
to
guards.
bingo. Because 4 corners is bingo. Did you guys get my bingo reference?
I
No.
did not know that 4 corners equaled bingo.
Oh gosh, what do I have to teach you guys everything?
Do you do longer burger basket bingo? You seem like
I've
the
been
type
to
that
one.
would.
I've been to 1 or 2. I seem like the type that would. Okay. Actually, I can weave my own baskets,
Oh.
but
In New Haven, they had drag queen bingo.
drag bingos are always fun. I prefer. Well, you could go to a cash.
AJ,
drag
are you
bingo.
referring to the Big Brother tryout?
Michael, did you?
That was
win
today.
My tryout. It was. It wasn't yesterday. It was today.
We'll tell some stories
We'll
about
do
that
yeah,
in a bit.
We're gonna save that one for.
Stay tuned for some.
Yeah. We're gonna be
this
plugging
is,
that.
Wait,
this is that
what's it called?
teaser to get them to
Oh,
stay for
stay,
the whole
stay tuned to hear
game.
about some polyamorous furries.
Furries.
in the curling after dark portion of the broadcast.
We have to wait until at least after 9 o'clock for that story. It was, I will say, it was an unforgettable experience, and I'm glad that I went. I have not gotten a call back
Sweeping
yet.
hard to get around this guard here, which
They're going to
and
get
make it to
around
the
it.
house.
Whether they get, they're getting there.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
on.
it's gonna be
All right,
touching
so
light.
Touching 8 foot.
1/2 to 2/3 exposed rack in the top 8 foot. But
Control weight takeout.
yeah. My guess would be hoping to roll behind a guard.
Yeah. Probably easier to roll behind the one on the right side of
I
the
think
sheet.
they have to roll to the outside here with this weight.
Right now they're
Curling
working
hard.
on
It's
not taking out their own guard.
Are they by? No.
But they do open up that red rock.
yeah, completely exposed now.
I think I'm liking a split here.
I was gonna say definitely split.
I mean,
Just
I don't
gonna-
hate that.
Yeah, just draw
Not
over
at
to the
all.
side. That's
Who has hammer? Red has hammer?
red as hammer.
Yeah, I would split.
Yeah, I know there are chargers at the club, Heather. It's just not, there's no plugs where I'm sitting. They're all used. There are plugs, but they're all being used.
There's one right there.
Ooh, sweeping on the same side of the rock here.
Can someone go get me a charger? This looks good. Take it? Yeah.
I think
Probably
it's
leave a
wide
double,
open.
though.
Yeah. Probably stick the shooter too. I'm gonna go get a charger. I'll be back.
Okay.
We'll miss you.
Bye.
Under the TV.
Hi, Wilson. You have to guess who it is. Oh, that's a nice hit and roll there behind the corner guard. I think it's buried.
Yeah, it looks buried to me.
What country is Wilson joining us from tonight?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know who we are, or he doesn't know what country he's in. Yes. We appreciate the support, Jason.
This draw is coming in a little bit heavy. I don't think they're going to sweep it all the way through, though. It did go far enough to be third shot, though, so red's just sitting the one, which is about at least half open. Can't see the... Allison, do you have a better view of that?
You just gave away my identity.
Oh. Well, he guessed it anyway.
Gabe is not commentating.
Yeah, who did he think that was?
Probably
Michael?
me.
Oh, you. Looks like they're just going to draw here and sit on that red one. I don't hate it. Yeah.
That's a good call. They effectively have two guards, one of them being their second counting stone. Second place stone, not counting.
Waiting for it to curl. Looks a little heavy.
You need a charge?
I mean, you brought all 7 of them here, so why
It's
not?
like an octopus. It's an octopus charger. For me and 6 of my closest friends. What did I miss?
Not a lot.
Okay. This is a draw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Might be a little light to make the rings.
Yeah. Could be throwing up a guard.
Could be a
it's
pretty
gonna be a
decent guard, yeah.
I think they can probably get around that.
How many viewers do we have?
23.
23.
24 now. I just joined.
What? Oh yeah, you gotta subtract 1 for me also.
Oh.
Oh, shh.
Ugh.
How do I get to the chat again? Oh, top chat. All right.
You want live chat, not top chat.
Oh, I don't want that?
You want live chat.
Hi, Wilson. Okay, now that I have the chat up, I can chat with the folks that are being active in the chat, throwing shade.
Oh. Skip does not want them on this. It's looking a little wide here.
It's got a curl. It is though.
It's trying. It's not by yet.
It's not by.
Oh. Not a
That
great,
was tough.
not
A little
great
too
result
wide
there.
and a little too light. And if they hadn't swept it, it wasn't going to make it, but it didn't quite.
Is this first skip stone?
So
First
Stopera is calling a draw to the other side of the house.
Don't hate it.
I don't know that it would be my first call, though. I'm worried that
Yeah.
yellow can
Now
just
that
still draw to
there's
the forefoot. And
a lot of cover on the center line. I guess my question is why not either guard that
Use it.
line and take 1 when you don't have the hammer. Or they do have
Well,
the
red
hammer.
has the hammer.
They have the hammer.
But yellow can get in there with their last stone, and then red
But-
could be in some trouble.
Anything top 8 foot.
This needs to curl.
But you're right.
actually
If they
can't
do make
see.
the shot, there's an open shot left for San Francisco. As it is, it looks like it's a little wide
Is it heavy?
and a little heavy.
A little heavy, yeah. It's going to slip to the back 12 foot to be 4th shot.
3rd or 4th shot.
Yeah, a chance now for San Francisco team to draw one in behind the cover.
Yeah. Or even,
Just is that
Not.
line? Is that line there? Is the question.
I think so.
Yeah.
They don't need to completely bury either, since if they can hit what they would be able to see of it, it may jam on the red or even the yellow. It's a chapstick.
Do we have any scores on A?
Yes, red scored 1 point in N2. So tied up at 2-1 on sheet A.
Do we know who red is? That's
Red
that's
is
Morse. So Team Morse on sheet A has scored 1, bringing the game to 2-1.
And we also have a tie game 2-1 on sheet D. Broom Shooter 4 scored 1 point in the second end. We have our draw coming in here. Looks a little light.
It's close.
Got to get it there, guys.
It's real close.
Hard, guys.
It's
Not
not going to
gonna
make
count
it,
for one.
but the line was really nice.
Well, makes the shot here for 2 pretty difficult.
Yeah, I guess they need to be full 8. They'll attempt that same draw that they just tried.
Yeah.
They do run the risk of tapping that yellow one up if it doesn't curl, but I don't think they would. They're definitely getting 1, I would imagine. I shouldn't say that, then I won't jinx them. But
Jason wants to raise.
It looks tough from where I'm sitting, just with the two stones on either side of that red rock, but
Yeah, I'd be afraid of promoting the red into a yellow.
I'd do it on a Friday night. Not in competitively.
it is a Friday night.
You're right. But I meant the social Friday night league.
Line looks pretty good. Is the weight there?
Needs to stop.
There are about 6 people in front of me.
Sleepers are off of it. Ooh, it's a bit heavy again.
But
Did
it's
it-
in
did
for
it
a second
stay?
shot.
Oh, it did stay.
Sure will. Yep, it'll be a
All
score
right.
of 2 red, so 2 for Team
Stopera.
Stopera. So the only sheet not to finish, yet to finish the second end would be sheet C, but it looks like they're on Skips Rocks. So we'll bring you that update shortly.
They're on Skips Rocks with yellow sitting 4. But red has the hand. We'll see how that goes. Looks like a good center guard on this one.
Yeah, it looks really nice. Finish just outside the rings. It's definitely cutting a portion of the center line.
And yellow scores 3 on sheet C, making the score 5-0.
Wow.
Looks like we have a
In
team
favor of
uniform here on
Potomac
sheet
Smith.
C
Yeah, I
as
was just
well.
going to discuss that. Since it's the third end now, we can talk about fashion. Team Smith from Potomac is sporting pink and gray hoodies, maybe cherry blossom
I like 'em.
themed. I do too. Yeah. I wish that they had put like a name or something on the back, but maybe in the future they play together again. Bless you.
Thank you.
Center line guard.
Brandon, I'm not sure if that was a monkey point.
No, it wasn't. Not close enough.
What does that mean?
It's hard to tell.
Monkey point? So there are 2 ways to accrue monkey points. The first way is to throw up a center guard within 1 foot of the top ring, touching the center line. The other way is to get a biter basically on the edge of the 12 foot on the tee line that's touching the tee and also biting.
Okay.
And you can redeem your monkey points for prizes. The best of which is a monkey, which I believe is 1,000,000 points.
Heather,
Yeah.
Heather Curler's questioning you.
I think it's 1,000,000.
Within 3 feet?
I thought it was 2.5.
I thought it was
Well,
2.
You didn't even know what it was a second ago. I thought it was 1. It's like a rock width, right?
I mean, is
No?
this something that you made up?
I'll ask FL tomorrow. The 3 feet definitely doesn't apply to the T-line one. I know that.
1,000,000 points for a live monkey.
Yeah.
So once again, we have several guards in play early here.
They're doing that double sweeping on the same side thing. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
kind of running into each other, not being very effective, I think.
It's fun to watch.
Maybe they can both only swoop on that side.
That's possible.
Yeah. Did it touch the guard or just go by it? I couldn't see.
A little tick. That side's pretty well covered.
My phone's plugged in. Why isn't it charging?
Is that on? The surge protector?
It wasn't plugged in.
Oh, fail.
Okay, it's definitely in now.
So yellow is choosing to leave all those guards up there rather than trying to peel some stuff out of there.
I mean, they've got one in the rings. They do have hammer, so it might be nice to have an open center, but maybe they're just going to try to pile them behind.
At this point, they're not going to peel everything out of there, so.
That will be a biter on the front. And red's going to go for it. They hit in the right spot. They might be able to get the back one, too.
Yeah.
Somebody's yelling for a sweep. I don't know that that was our sheet.
I think that's sheet C.
We'll just get the top one, but it will spill on the rings.
Behind the,
I think it's
yeah,
second
it's behind
shot.
the cover too.
Yeah, it looks second shot, not first shot.
Seems like it's going to be a fight to draw to the 4-foot here. Who can get there first?
With 5 guards, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Weight's pretty close. It's curling nicely. It's going to finish in the top 4 foot.
I think it is pretty
wide
well
open.
open though, yeah.
Do you know what else was open? The casting call that I went to this afternoon that we're going to talk about later on in this broadcast. So
It is after 9 o'clock.
yeah, but we can't do it in the third end.
If we
third
tell
end is
them in
devoted
the
to
third
fashion.
end, they'll all leave.
I might throw a Barrier weight
Just
at
going to
this
hype
here.
it up more.
Barrier?
Barrier weight. It looks like he's throwing a little more than that.
That's my favorite weight.
Oh, we've lost some
mine too.
viewers. That's unfortunate.
What are we down to?
18.
Everyone go
Ooh.
invite 2 people to the chat.
It's a little too heavy and wide on that, so.
Oh, I thought that guy was staring at me. He was actually staring at the television that's behind my head.
It's not always about you, Michael.
I was like, oh gosh, he is giving me some stare.
And Canada sits 3 with 1 rock to come.
Spoiler
Oh, yeah.
alert.
Spoiler.
For Jason, who I think yesterday said he didn't have cable, so he couldn't watch the Women's Worlds.
Ooh.
They just
We're being
took the
served
score
those
down.
nice looking curling cookies that Jennifer Martinelli made.
Does
Is
anyone
that
want
your
half
last name,
of
right?
one?
Oh, Jen, I will take one.
I can't eat them, but they smell like maple.
They do.
Now this one appears to have some Oreo crumbs or something on it. Oh. Well, maybe later.
We should do a warm room shot. For
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait. Hold on. They're just going to see me trying to Instagram my curling cookie.
I would say you could post it in the chat, but it doesn't let you post pictures.
I know. Or links. So, like, when
or
you
anything
want
fun.
to
Yeah.
send people valuable information, you
Like
can.
that wonderful
You
shot
can put
from
your cookie
Philadelphia.
in the warm room cam.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do that. Right after this shot.
Red's trying the raise here, but it's over curling.
It's going to crash on one of the 17 guards, I think, that were...
Opens up the center a
little bit.
Not
All right,
really, though.
let's go to that
It's okay.
shot.
That's...
I'll sit so you can see me.
There's the cookie.
Wait, where's?
Right here.
He
I just touched it. Sorry. My hands are clean.
Are they delicious?
An hour ago when I washed them last.
So Frank's eating a red rock and Allison's eating a yellow.
Yes.
Ooh, competing.
It's like a mustard yellow.
Yeah.
Goldenrod.
It's hard to get a bright yellow.
Yeah, unless
without,
you just take a highlighter and dump
like-
out the ink on it.
I'm a
Like
fan
7 liters of yellow #5 food coloring.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of clubs that have the red and blue stones myself.
I would if yellow weren't the easiest one to see.
Well, true.
I like green.
Oh, Jason said even if he did have cable, he would still watch our feed
Aww.
instead.
Thank you for lying to save our feelings.
Well, there's a great shot somewhere on the ice, apparently.
She'd see. I could see it.
I'm going to watch this last shot of Jennifer Jones here real quick.
Your favorite curler? Your favorite Canadian female curler?
No, Krista McCarville.
Oh,
I
she
would
doesn't
call
have
her-
curly hair today. It's all straightened.
Have you seen her kids? They're adorable.
No thanks.
Ouch.
That's not just a dig at her kids. That's all kids.
Oh, she made it.
Whew, sure did.
I think Stopera is going for the backline hit here.
That is what I would also
Yeah.
guess.
It's looking pretty close.
Yeah.
Needs
I
to
think-
curl
I
up a
think they're by
bit.
the guard.
If it's got the weight,
Yeah, it does need to curl a bit
it
more.
doesn't have enough weight to remove. It's gonna be a
Second shot.
second shot.
Yellow
Definitely
doesn't-
shrinks the scoring area.
Yeah, yellow doesn't really have much of a play on that one without
Without
moving their
jamming,
own.
Yeah.
It's not a bad shot there. I don't think they can curl to the inside of that to be able to push it out past the yellow in the 4-foot. They're looking at that, but it's going to be
Oh,
really
to chip it?
That's
Yeah,
really
that's
tight past the
tough, and
guard.
you're going to lose your shooter anyway.
No, I mean to get to the. I think they're looking at the inside.
Oh, you
of it.
can't. You can't.
But yeah. So now all those guards are really coming back to bite them. They didn't remove them earlier.
Yeah, they've been reluctant to peel any guards. I don't think I've seen one peel yet.
Score update on sheet A, since I know we have some viewers watching. It was a score of 2 for Team Cattler, so they're currently up 4-1 over Team Morse.
So taking a bit of time here to figure this shot out. Looks like they are going to play some kind of hit. I mean, there is enough space where they can get it out over the top of them on the foot.
Not
They
gonna lie,
lose their
I'm
shooter.
scared for this shot. If it hangs at all and doesn't curl, it's just gonna jam the red into the yellow shot rock, and that will be really hard to get rid of. I think
I'm going to guess maybe like a
be
hack
inclined
weight, maybe?
to miss it narrow if I were going to miss it, but with that ice.
Not a lot of weight on this shot.
No, it's no more than back line.
Barrier.
Body or
They need to be on
Where's
that, I
Andy
think.
Inglis
I think
when
they
you
need to
him?
just chip it over top of the other one,
I think-
maybe.
yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do.
Ooh.
Definitely shrunk the scoring area.
It's actually not that bad because red would have had a raise on their own.
They don't.
So-
As you can see the overhead, there's a yellow stone on the edge of the 12-foot. You would think they might be inclined to play that in off, but there is a guard over there that's in the way of that, I think, so they can't throw that. I think they might be content to just guard and force one
I think
here.
so.
Be really tough for them to tap theirs up.
Jason, are you referring to the weird choice of Jennifer Jones's hair or that shot on sheet B?
My guess would be that he was referring to the San Francisco shot choice. I don't know what their goal was, but
I think they were trying to chip it out over the top of the yellow rock.
What they
just
ended
didn't
up
have enough weight on it.
was taking away that opportunity for the opposition to do that tap run back.
Yeah. But it looks like it's going to be a force here. I don't see how yellow can get one in there.
The overhead camera is slightly ahead or behind the other camera for some reason.
Oh, that's a bummer.
He was questioning
Can you
the
reset
shot.
it?
The hair makes
No,
sense.
no, it's like it does that.
Oh.
It's like it's a feature, I guess.
Oh, they're looking at somehow angling this yellow in for 2.
Score update on sheet D. It looks like Yellow Rink Jalapeno Business just got a single in the 3rd end to go up 3-1 over Broom Shooter 4.
I like this call here.
What is the call?
They're going to try to angle this one in here. I think if they can take out the red, they'll score 3.
Maybe
or no, they'll score 4. Yeah.
Is this the hammer?
It is.
Oh, it is a hammer. Okay.
So if he makes this, it's potential 4 points for yellow here.
Yeah.
Not a lot of ice, so they must be throwing pretty big weight.
There's not too much harm in trying it. I guess if I can't see the angle perfectly, but there is a chance that they could chip their own out and give a steal of 1. But sweeper's on it right away, being called on.
The line looks not good for this.
If anything, it's going to hit the red. Oh, it might
Well,
angle off
actually,
the
maybe-
inside.
We're not right, but not wrong.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So, valiant effort.
Neither. Valiant effort to make it past everything in the house.
So it will be a score of 1 for David's Goliaths. So we've got ourselves a tied match.
Do you think they called themselves that because they're all kind of tall?
They're not that tall, are they? Maybe they are.
It's hard.
We'll
It's
have to
kinda like-
discuss that in
it's
the
kinda
post-game.
Mike McEwen's
Interviews.
whole team is like 5'8".
Oh,
so
they
you
broke
never,
up.
I know. So you don't realize that any of them are short
True.
because they're all short together.
Very true.
They did break up, but it was interesting. All the teams that have broken up are finishing out the season together, except Team Carruthers, Braden Moscowy pieced out immediately. I want to know what the drama is there.
I do too.
Is there drama? I thought maybe he was just like
Tired.
stepping away from curling.
I don't know, but
For
it was
dramatic
just
reasons.
interesting because every other team is sticking together through the rest of the season,
True.
and he was gone immediately.
I feel like maybe I heard he was injured too.
Oh, okay. That'll
Maybe.
help.
Maybe
I
his
mean,
feelings were injured
I
by
mean,
one of his
I hope-
teammates.
True. I could have just made that up.
I'm just hoping there's no like sad family issues that make me feel bad about. So,
Braden, if you're tuned in listening to our
let us
Webcast,
know
please
that
let us
you
know in the
and yours
comments.
are okay.
We are concerned. We are here for you if you need to chat.
Also, if you can hook me up with Brad Thiessen.
From Brendan's team, who's married happily. Oh, really nice freeze thrown over on sheet A by
By
Cedar. I think Cedar threw
Cedar
that.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Getting fist bumps from Skipper. Attaboy.
Looks like we have another center line guard coming in here. It's pretty nice. Maybe a touch heavy. Just outside of the house. Nice.
I think
Shot
that's a
there.
monkey point if it's biting the tee, which it looks like it is.
Center line.
Or yeah, what's that? What's curling?
Can you remind me what a monkey point is?
Oh, God.
You missed it.
He doesn't even know.
I do know. It
Oh
needs
man,
to be
did you talk about this
a
while I went to
center
get a
guard.
drink?
Yeah.
Yes. It needs to be a center guard that is biting the center line, but not. Can't be. It has to be a guard. It can't be in the rings, and it has to be between anywhere
guard
between
wouldn't be in
1
the
and 3
rings.
feet of the front ring. We're not sure on the distance.
Okay.
Or
and why
it can
is
also
it called
be
a monkey point if
'cause
it's not counting? Because
it's a monkey point. It's a currency, is what it is. You have to collect enough monkey points to trade them in for, you guessed it, a monkey.
What is the 3-letter code for the monkey point currency?
MMK.
So
Or
that
MKY, sorry.
shot was maybe supposed to be a draw to the forefoot. It was light and over-curled a lot. I don't know.
Unclear.
What?
Don't know what that shot was. This is just a clear draw around the high guard.
Sweeper's just walking beside this one. I think it's got too much on it.
Oh, no, they're down now.
No, now they're down.
It's light, actually.
Yeah, for a while it looked heavy to me, but I was wrong. Shocker.
If they can,
I'm used to it.
That would have been at least half, if not all, guarded if they had gotten it in. But unfortunately, it's about 8 inches.
Oh,
too
finally
short.
we're going to clear some guards.
Peel.
We're gonna-
Yay.
Attempt it. We haven't.
They will hit something.
Yeah, both on the same side of the rock again.
Gonna get rid of a couple.
Yeah.
Leave one. 2 for 1 deal.
Oh, I don't think that was out. He's removing it, but I think it was still in play.
Might have twizzled back in.
Maybe. It could have twizzled, yeah.
We'll have to go to the replay to determine that.
We don't have instant replay here.
Score
yet.
update
But I
on
can go back on the YouTube feed in
Ah.
reverse time.
score
Reverse,
update on
reverse.
sheet C. Montreal took 2 points in the third end, so it is now 5-2.
This draw's coming in nicely. It's got the legs.
Finish it, guys.
Yeah, what are they doing?
They are leaving it open
Sleeping.
to be hit.
They're tired.
Maybe they have some jet lag going on.
He's so tall, maybe his view of the lines of the rocks.
Okay, no shade for tall people.
Michael lied on his application for Big Brother about his height.
I shaved an inch off because I didn't want to seem like a giant.
That's
I
fantastic.
shaved a few pounds off too on the way. But,
Not sure if they were going for that, but
Twizzle, twizzle.
no, they didn't get the twizzle this time.
No twizzle, but
I think it was spinning the wrong way to get the twizzle.
it was. It was only going to twizzle more out. The library is open for that shot.
I don't get that joke.
You don't get that one?
I don't either.
What?
I don't either.
Oh my gosh. When you're reading somebody or something,
Okay.
the library is open. Read. An example of a read would be like, it's a shady phrase. Girl.
Nice guard there.
Thank you. Oh. I thought that was.
I don't usually get to say that to you on Wednesdays.
Oh, Ben.
Oh.
You're right, because I haven't been there for 3 weeks.
Just kidding.
I actually confused some people last year at the Cricket Billet when I was given cowbell for really good guards that Michael threw. They were like, what happened? We don't see anything but a guard. I was like, they're important.
That's a good shot, damn it. This is going to move some rocks.
Oh, they tick out their own.
Ooh,
but-
don't hit it. Oh, that was interesting.
Oh,
What was
So that yellow rock was going to jam on the red.
yeah.
And Stopera forgot.
So now we're just putting the rocks wherever we want and
So that's
continuing on with the game.
That's up to David what he wants to do with that.
No, they're talking about it.
yeah.
Stopera admitted, I stopped this and I shouldn't have. Mine would have gone out. I think yours would have been about here. You good? And he's like, yeah, that's good. I watched them.
Moral of the
to each
story,
other.
yellow was going to be sitting 2 after the shot, and they are sitting 2 after the shot.
And moral of the story, fess up when you do something like that, unlike some people that we know.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, I don't know who that is, but that is not the spirit of curling.
No,
if anyone
no,
here
it
is
isn't.
watching is not a curler, one of the great things about curling is the spirit of curling and calling your own fouls and mistakes.
Rachel
And-
Holman would take out the red
Oh.
and put the yellow on the button.
Yes, she would. She would probably put like another one in too, just from another
AJ.
sheet probably.
Solid input.
Rachel, if you're watching,
We have
Come on,
I
Rachel.
know that was wrong.
we have 2 votes in favor of the San Francisco Curling Club turning into Rachel Holman on that shot.
We should put a poll out for the viewers. What would you have done? Would you have removed the rock or?
Where would you have placed your rock
Yeah,
after Jack Stopera accidentally?
perhaps behind the guards. I think it would have
So,
ended up
Stopera's
here.
trying to clear out some.
It's gonna get a couple, I think.
And they will
Yeah,
clear
I think
2, I think.
Now,
Oh,
don't stop
oh my
that.
goodness.
Jeez, they almost did it
Almost
again.
did it again.
I mean, to be fair, that was headed to
there was
sheet
no- there was
C,
no
but
rock
there were
in
no
sheet
rocks that were
C,
going to
so-
be harmed in the making of that production.
Is that red one biting?
But I'm glad the sweepers
No.
are aware there. A lot of times the
No.
sweepers seem to not be
It's
aware
oak.
that they can catch rocks and leave it up to the skips to do.
That is especially an issue with 5 and unders. You get a lot
I
of
think
people
it's
who don't remember to catch rocks.
Yeah. I think
No,
all
Heather,
around.
I didn't see the Chinese wheelchair curlers in the semifinal. Home and sequel.
Uh-oh.
Do tell.
Oh,
Spill that
snap.
tea. Spill. I would say send a link, but we
Yeah.
can't. So text it to me.
I guess tweet it at Potomac.
How did they burn a rock,
Curling.
though? They don't sweep them.
I don't
That's-
know. I'm
That's
very
a great
intrigued.
question. Maybe the skip hit it
Ah.
somehow because the
It's the-
skip's in
The
the
skips
house.
are down there,
Alright.
yeah.
But they're not sweeping, but
So
they are
just
holding
didn't get
broom.
their chair out of the way in time or something? Well, I'm being serious.
It could be anything.
Because
We
they don't
know,
sweep
so-
either, right?
No, I don't think so, no.
No.
I mean,
they-
I never watched it, to be honest, but
I did, and I learned a lot.
There are a lot of rocks in play. Or there can be.
Yeah.
We're pulling it up on YouTube. Posing skip didn't get out of the way, and a rock hit his wheelchair. That's not it.
Let it take a little curl. Okay, yep. Yes, hard, hard, hard.
Down to Skip's rocks here. Stopera with his first of 2. Looks like they're trying the hit. It's a narrow port, but it's definitely there.
Who has the hammer? I can't see
Red.
the scoreboard.
Red is hammer. Looks like it's probably about half open. Maybe a little more even.
This one's curling hard. Looks like it's gonna rack on the center guard.
No. Not a whole lot changed there.
The center guard moved, but it looked like it spun back
Yeah,
enough to the point
twizzled
where
back.
yeah, you can still get at that shot rock.
I think you draw one in here.
Yeah, a tap isn't bad.
Yeah, you can't block both ports, right? So you gotta draw.
Sure,
one
yeah.
in.
They're gonna have a draw regardless, draw or a hit regardless. So I like tapping that Yellowstone up maybe 2 feet, 3 feet.
Not sure what they're doing here
I think
with
they're
that ice.
I think they're throwing that. Hasn't been curling too much.
Interesting with
and it's better to
this-
not wreck on that
this turn.
yellow and open it
Oh,
up.
I guess that he's standing. I didn't see that red guard out there, so.
Stones away.
I think
Or
they're
maybe
Are
they are
they-
trying to tap.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's only
I don't
the
think it has
intern,
enough
right?
weight to move it, though.
It's curling now, but is it going to be by?
But
Oh, it'll be a guard. So the hit's now
I think
not
they were
there.
throwing the guard.
Perhaps. So it looks like they'll try a draw now.
A good end here.
All they gotta do is
by-
touch red. That's definitely a doable draw. Makeable draw.
Yeah, I just need to bite the 4-foot. Not taking a whole lot of ice with that yellow guard there, but I guess it is pretty high.
They want to make sure they at least.
I think
get
I would take a
by.
little more.
Otherwise, it's a steal of 2. Now, thinking back to last end when he played this line with the other turn, he was a bit heavy on both of his draws. Sweepers are cleaning. I think it looks a little heavy.
Yep.
We'll clear the guards.
Through the port.
but
Needs to sit.
Oh, it
It's
actually
trying.
looks nice.
It's trying.
I think he got it.
Sure did. Yep, that's a nice draw for one for Team Stopera. To go up 3-2 over San Francisco Bay Area Curling Club. Really good game going here on our feature sheet. Do we have any score updates on other sheets? Looks like they're all still playing the 4th end.
Yep.
Yes. Sheet A is on the 5th end. But I don't think they have hung the score.
No, the 4's still in the box.
They're about halfway through the end, so. Guess somebody forgot.
Another benefit of the club jackets is we can see that at least 3 members of the San Francisco team have been to the Arena Curling Championships
Oh, with the patches, yeah.
in 2014
You
in
can
Lansing,
read that.
Michigan.
Good for you.
If anyone is tuning in from near the Salt Lake City area, they are still looking for volunteers at the 2018 Arena National Championships.
And you know that out?
She's on their board.
Oh, right.
There are advertisements for it in American men's and women's nationals games about a week ago,
Oh, cool.
or whenever American men's and women's nationals happened in the past month and a half.
It was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Late February, early March.
So Stopera threw up a center guard. Looks like David's Goliaths are trying to draw around it.
It's close. Line is good.
Can you flip the thing,
I
please?
did.
Oh. There was no rocks. There were no rocks in the ring, so I didn't think it was flipped
And
yet.
weight is also decent. Unfortunately, that one is about 2/3 exposed, so Stopera is going to go after it.
Looks like Chrissy Hall is going to be throwing this takeout.
It might be Nancy Worth, because one of Chrissy and Nancy aren't here.
Oh, okay. Apologies if I got the name wrong. It would not match what's hanging in our warm room. That's where I got that name. But good shot, right?
Yes.
Move the guard at least.
Oh, I thought it clipped it.
Pro side miss.
Not a bad result. They have a corner now. The yellow rock is completely exposed.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they coming around that?
Looks like he has
Aggressive.
some homemade shoes too.
Are they Asics?
I think so.
That is also popular in the West. A large
Asics?
percentage of people get like cool tennis shoes tricked out into curling shoes.
I might be in the market for some new shoes next year. Maybe I'll consider that.
I made mine.
I know. Will you
With
make mine?
assistance I had assistance from my father, and he said we're never doing it again.
I ripped the what's that thing you like? This part of your shoe, like the-
Tongue?
Yeah, I ripped it
Yeah.
off from here.
What?
I was like pulling it to
Oh my
when I
goodness.
was putting it on, and it ripped. But it's still like laced in because it has the little
Yeah.
thingy.
It does sound like you need a new pair of shoes.
They're not that old though. I think this is the 3rd season.
Score update on sheet D. Looks like Jalapeno Business with another score of 2 to go up 5-1 over Broom Shooter 4.
So this is the first end in a while where we haven't had a bunch of center guards.
Center line draw.
That draw's just a bit too heavy. Jason, that is totally inappropriate. Can't believe you had the nerve to say that.
What did he say?
Don't fall for the trap, then we're plugging it.
I can't read that far.
The Tulsa Curling Club is selling merchandise that's available until April 6th, and it helps them get 501c3 status and eventually dedicated ice. And while we're mentioning that, San Francisco Bay Curling Club is currently running a fundraiser to get their dedicated ice. So you can look up both those clubs if you're
Money, if you're
interested in
rich.
supporting new and burgeoning curling clubs.
Ooh, good word.
SAT word of the day.
That's a 10-cent word. Oh, there's a round of telestrations going on behind us. I kind of want to join in.
Oh, you played that up in
I
Philly.
did.
That is a fun game.
I think
if we go silent, It's because we all went.
It's because
play
I'm drawing a
Telestration.
picture of what I think is like birds and bees, and it actually should mean something else. What? I think I won
Should it
that
mean
game. I remember
polyamorous,
that.
furry?
No one won that game.
We're not there yet, but coming soon after this break.
There is no break. They need to take what I was going to do a cherry blossom trivia question
There's no
for
fifth
our
end break?
viewers. How many viewers do we have?
6.
24.
Oh, we're back
Oh.
up.
Minus how many? How many
Does
people have it up here?
Anyone
I'm
know
not
what
on.
the peak date for Cherry
I do,
Blossom
I do, 'cause
I
Blues
looked
is
it up.
this year?
They got pushed back.
No, it didn't, did it?
It did. But what
April
is it
4th?
now?
No,
April
it's not that
4th.
far.
Maybe. I didn't.
Oh,
I don't
just-
know the answer.
I just saw it, yeah.
Okay. It started out late
Well, they pushed
March
it back
and then they
again.
pushed it back.
I think they pushed it back twice.
All right, I'll give my trivia question.
And that is a nice draw
our
in for
viewers
Shot
can
Rock, fully
answer.
buried, guys.
Oh. Good call, Frank.
Thanks for keeping us on the straight and narrow.
I got this.
Okay, so viewers, don't cheat. It's past the 9 o'clock trivia game time,
No
but
Googling.
what year did the U.S. or did the cherry blossom come to the U.S.? And then a follow-up, what type of tree did we reciprocate to Japan?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't have my phone in my hand.
I
I
wanna-
have a guess.
I want to guess something that we were a little offensive.
Bing is not allowed either.
No.
I feel like we probably gave them something shitty. Like
Was
I mean,
it
I don't know much
like
about
an
trees,
oak
but-
or something.
I was
Was
going to say
it-
oak.
1912.
It was
Well,
much
I'll wait.
earlier.
Let's wait until we get.
Well, I want to guess too.
All
It's
right,
just like
we'll
hockey.
guess.
Like they just guess and then they just put it up on the screen later.
we-
So.
I'm going to guess Magnolia.
Oh.
Wow.
Someone's been watching a lot of
Oh my God,
Fixer Upper.
ass
Someone knows their,
Jeeves.
their trees.
Does that even exist anymore?
Magnolia?
No,
Cedar?
ask Jeeves. I remember that when I was in college, which was like 20 years ago.
That was a tough hog rock over there. on
You were in
sheet B.
college 20 years ago?
I was going to let that slip
sadly.
by, but
No, not quite. Like 18.
Freshman
That-
year.
oh my gosh.
Yes, I'm old.
Well, you look good.
Well, thank you.
Young.
oh, good and young. Going for a takeout here. Wide open rock. Looks pretty good. Needs to curl up some more if they want to keep the
Gonna
shooter.
jam on the back one.
No.
I think it'll be over. No.
Shooter's going to spill out.
Skips rocks are left.
Thanks, Heather.
You look good.
So looks like we have a draw behind the many, many corner guards.
Yeah, if you can get one buried back there, you're sitting pretty. Or standing pretty like Kyle is. See what I did there?
I'm too short to be sitting in the regular chair.
I'm too tall for this high chair. I wish they'd take the tray out so I could have a little breathing room with my Cheerios.
You got a little sweet
Are
potato
Cheerios
on your
gluten-free?
chin.
No.
Checks are.
Are
Checks
they?
are. All the rice ones are. Rice Krispies or corn checks. You can get the corn ones too. Plugging all of my favorite gluten-free cereals.
This one's looking nice, except it's too short.
Short.
The line was
Yeah.
pretty good. So now we have a fifth corner guard there.
I don't think that Yellowstone in the
Inching.
back of the house is in. It's in play,
No,
but it's
yeah,
not
that's a
not
biting.
biting.
tripping
So,
hazard. That's about all it's good for.
so the only stone that is actually counting is the red rock on the top or bottom left of your screen if you're looking at the overhead over the house view. And you can see it.
I still like the draw here.
I would go for
I
a
agree,
draw.
yeah.
They can still get there too.
If you get something behind that mess, I mean, you're gold. You're
Yeah.
golden. score update on sheet A. Morse rank takes 1
In the fourth to make
no,
it.
in the 5th.
Yeah, I think they just put the 4th and the 5th
Oh,
up.
they did.
Okay, yes.
So then each team advanced 1.
So what's the
additional
score?
point. Gained
So
an
it
additional
is
point.
now
5 to 2.
5 to 2 in
5
favor
yellow.
of yellow. Cattler?
Yep.
Okay, go. Go. Get in the house.
So it looks maybe light. He's saying get it in the house.
Yeah, don't think it's going to bury, but they can get it in for shot.
If it's going to stay open, I would almost leave it
Biting.
further up.
Yeah.
Just out counting red.
Yeah, if red can get the roll behind the corners here.
But although the line wasn't quite what they wanted, that was a really nice weight from the
Yeah,
thrower
good
on that
weight.
shot.
So they should have an open draw. San Francisco, that is, would have an open draw here, depending on what happens. Sweepers are on this one, trying to hold the line. It's like they're going to make contact with the rock and
Might get a nice little roll here, too. Ooh, it's pretty nice.
Ooh, that was a good roll.
It was a decent
Could've
roll.
rolled a little bit further.
You can see a piece of it, maybe quarter to a third.
8th.
No, you can see more. You have the
From
worst
the,
view of.
from the left hack.
From the left hack, you're going to
He's-
see less. So
He is a lefty.
So from the right hack, you will see more than you
Yeah.
would from
Logic.
the left hack.
Looks like they're
just
not going to
playing
go
the
for
draw,
it. They're
though.
just going to draw, which is tough. But
Either way, it would be for 1. So I think if they did make contact for the hit, they risk rolling out.
and then they're going to give up 1 anyway because of that other red counter.
They have to
so
throw a lighter
Yeah.
weight at it, maybe like a boutier weight.
Where's Andy Inglis when you need him?
I think Kyle does it pretty well.
Oh my God, I love Kyle Smith.
Can you, Kyle, do the rest of this in a Scottish accent?
No,
No.
no chance.
I got my hopes up.
Uh-oh, it's curling, it's curling. They're yelling hard. I think he's around the guard, though.
No, he's on the one that's in the rings. But if they can get it into
Is
out
it
count
heavy
the other
enough
one,
to... No, it's not.
No.
they will cut them down to just the 1. So that will be a score of 1 for Stopera.
Steal
to
of
go
1.
up for 2 over David's Goliath.
Okay, so it looks like we had a guess here, 1968 and the Oak. Allison said 1912 and the tree.
I didn't pick
You
a
didn't pick a
tree.
tree.
Frank said Magnolia.
Did you give a year, Frank?
I feel
No, I
like we
did
did
not give a
something
year.
culturally
I think
inappropriate.
it's the
and tried to give 'em
30s.
bonsais.
34.
And the tree?
That would be inappropriate.
And the tree is, I'm going to say, cedar.
I like 1922.
Allison wins.
With
1912.
1912.
I think she cheated.
You know what also happened that year?
The Titanic.
The
Yes.
48th state,
Oh.
Arizona, came about February 14th, 1912.
And
so
But
also
more
that
importantly,
also-
Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet.
oh yeah. And that
Were
also
in an
happened.
accident,
That
a
happened on
tragic
my
accident.
birthday.
Really?
Yeah, April
Oh.
14th.
Wow.
But I think people didn't die till the 15th. So.
Oh, man.
And I think Abraham Lincoln was assassinated that day too, wasn't he?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, your
it's
birthday's
tax
a
day.
terrible day.
Anyway.
And it's tax day.
Oh, 1914 was the
Whereas my
Titanic, was it?
Birthday, Buzz Aldrin was born,
whoops.
and the Curiosity
was definitely
rover
12.
landed on Mars.
What was the tree?
Anyway, yeah, the tree. So in 1915, then we sent Japan the dogwood,
Dogwood.
which I don't really know what that looks like, but
It looks like a golf course hole.
Oh, dogwood. That makes sense.
I mean, I like dogs, so.
I don't think the tree is a lot like them.
Oh, all right. Swiss Mindy's correcting. It was 1912 for the Titanic.
Yeah, I was like, I remember I saw it in 3D when they re-released it in 2012.
I believe it crashed into the iceberg on the 14th and then like sank on the 15th.
Yeah, it left the port on the 7th or 8th, I think.
And you can learn more at the Titanic Museum in Belfast, Ireland.
There's another one somewhere else.
Why do we have more facts about the Titanic than about
it's
cherry
such an
blossoms?
interesting-
Okay, so also, apparently Japan tried to send it at first in 1910, though, but we didn't allow it.
You know, we do have strict agricultural movement
Yeah.
policies
Oh my God.
It nearly caused
from country to country and state to state.
It nearly
If
caused a
you-
diplomatic crisis.
If you try to bring an orange into California, you're done.
You're right.
I had an apple in my bag when I came back from Ottawa last
Of
year.
course you did.
They got
No,
pissed.
you can't do that.
No, I know.
What if you just eat it on the spot?
Did
Like,
you
can't
pee a
say
little?
anything.
No. I mean, I legit forgot I had it in my bag.
I'd freak out. I'd be sweaty. I'd be a sweaty mess.
I don't know
There'd
why
be-
they picked me to search, though. I mean,
You look suspicious.
Yeah, obvious.
Clearly.
For obvious reasons.
I think because I was traveling alone.
That's so sad.
I would know I was with people. I just flew back by myself. But I like traveling alone. Anyway,
Back to
About
the
my
game.
sad
We've got
life.
staggered center guards.
And one very, very corner guard.
Hey, on our less wide than regulation sheets, it's guarding about half of the 12-foot.
They're looking to put up another one.
it's heavy.
They're all willing it to stop. I think it might. Yeah, it's going to stop.
Right on the tee line. Or a little past.
Back 8. Stopera going after it. Is it time for the Big Brother story yet?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's 9:55.
It's not that long of a story,
Yeah,
really.
It's not that bad either. I mean, it's not like X-rated.
No.
There are some children watching this.
Yeah, for sure. So today, Kyle and myself went to the open casting call for the CBS hit reality television show Big Brother. And that rock's going to
Nice
spill out the back
hit
of the
there
house.
by Stopera.
That was a nice hit.
And so you're grouped with a bunch of strangers, basically, and sent into a room with a casting
So
couch. For
I had to leave before we got to that point because I had to take my dogs out before I could
Yeah, sad face.
leave to come here. So,
So Kyle will not be cast this season.
although
if
I
you're
did
looking
hand in
for-
my form though, and they kept it.
And no, they didn't. I watched them throw it away. But there was a unique individual in my group
That's a
that
nice way to put it.
he was a unique individual that shared his story. Kind of a rags to rags story, I guess, is what he was trying to sell. His words, not mine. But said that there had been no one like him on the show as
It's like
of
they're
yet.
trying to use this corner guard.
Are you going to interrupt my
I
story?
am.
Okay.
There is curling going on here.
But the viewers are clamoring, I can tell.
Put in about the same spot that the previous rock was. Okay, continue.
And so then he proceeded to share with the group and the casting directors that he was a, quote, polyamorous furry.
Can you
I would
remind me what polyamorous is?
break it
Loves
down.
Everyone?
Pronoun, sorry. No, what's the word that comes before?
Prefix?
Yeah, that's the one. Thank you. Prefix, poly, more than one, multiple. Amorous, lovers.
Okay. Ah, yes.
And then if you don't know what a furry is, I would suggest
Go
going
to
Google.
Pittsburgh in early July
Oh, is there a
There-
for
Furry
the
convention.
annual
Or
furry convention.
Oh.
FurryCon.
Yeah.
Shout out to FurryCon in
And Pittsburgh, a great city.
Maybe you can hit
who
up the Tropical while you're
hosts-
there.
That is exactly what
Yeah.
overlaps.
Oh.
Tropicurl and the furry
We
convention.
should go.
Wow, we should go and we should get costumes.
What kind of furry would you be?
Oh my
The
God, guys.
I
downside,
don't know, like a
the
fairy.
downside is, it is July when they're in those costumes.
So he proceeded to say that he had a partner, but he had multiple partners. But then his
Ah.
partner was getting married to someone else, and it's not for me, but I'm not gonna shade on anyone who feels that is for them, but it was quite a moment.
So we think that we know who this is from OkCupid.
Well, let's not use that term. Kyle thinks he knows.
No,
who
so a
that
friend
is.
of mine had sent this screenshot. It reads, "I am currently in a polyamorous relationship." Can I not read this?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you can.
All right, go ahead.
Should I not read this?
It's a profile. I think it's G-rated.
It's on the internet.
Any
Yeah, it's
bad
G-rated.
words you have to blur out.
No, there aren't
with
any
fake
bad
No,
words.
there's
It's
no bad
just-
words. It's basically
Okay.
what I already said. That's why we.
What is this?
we're
How
we're
it
confirming.
works. So he has a boyfriend
For a year and a half.
whose boyfriend has his own boyfriend for 4 years, and then that boyfriend has a girlfriend who has a wife.
Wow.
Okay.
And then at the end
So
of the
while
profile
I-
it says,
I-
"Oh yeah, I'm
While
also
I
a furry."
support the love aspirations of everyone and however they want to do it,
Oh yeah.
does anyone feel like a lot of pressure at the idea of keeping that many
Oh
people
yeah,
happy?
for sure.
I mean, or maybe there is no pressure because
Well, but they
Ooh,
only have like,
expectations are different.
but they each only have like 2. It's just like a chain.
That's so many people to consider. Once you start with wedding invitations, you
I mean,
have to
it's
keep
not
going.
for me, but good for them. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
single, so
I mean, if they can handle it with 2, I don't know that I'm even prepared to handle it with 1.
it's like we have a nice draw coming in.
Oh, it's almost shot.
just short.
Oh,
It's
just second
just
shot.
short, but
But they
it's in a
can-
good spot. Usable stone, controlling
Damn.
the front of the house.
Dangerous for red to try to remove it because they might take out their own. Although I don't know that they care at this point because that one in the back isn't helping them. I think I would take it out.
Yeah, if you
Even
throw
if you
the
take
nose
out
hit,
your own, it's not bad.
Yeah.
nose hit jam, you can just do that again on the next shot, maybe.
Rob will throw big weight here.
I think they're okay if they end up getting their own out as well.
I feel like he's taking a little bit off tonight.
No, this one's coming in pretty heavy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It might jam.
I think he got it.
No.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah.
It will jam,
Sweet.
but it will spill because it had so much
Nice shot.
power behind it.
And that works well for Team Stopera because they no longer have that rock that was in the back 4 to back 8, but was kind of counting against them because it was a really
Yeah.
good place
Yeah.
for San Francisco to abut.
Anyway, so the end of my Big Brother story is that I'm waiting for a call now. They're going to call me before tomorrow at midnight. I met a lot of great people. It was a great time.
What if they don't call?
Oh, they'll
And
call.
I'll try again next year.
There's no doubt.
If
They'll
they don't call, I can also submit a video, which I don't think I would, but that's another option. I could go to another
But
casting call.
do look for us on the next season of The Amazing Race.
Yes, hashtag Team Gay Curlers.
Scoring update on sheet D, tied at 5.
Legitimately tied at 5.
Legitimately tied at 5.
Wow,
After
nice
5.
comeback for Brooms.
Broom shooter 4
I was
to
gonna say
4
Broom
in the
Shatter,
5th end.
but that's a whole other story,
I
and
keep
Heather
thinking
knows
it's
exactly what I'm
Broomstones.
talking about.
Yeah, I keep thinking it's Broomstones also.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Broom Shatter. I think that needs to be one of our team names for Bonspiel at some point.
So it looks like we're trading hits on this rock, inching up to the top of the house.
I will say that yellow rock in the back is in a precarious position to possibly cause a jam.
I don't know that the one that jams on it will stick on the rings though, will it?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know, but
We'll find out here maybe. Nope.
Oh, well,
Nah, we won't find
we're
out.
not going to know.
I think it would have gone by.
Yeah, I think it was by.
Instant replay. Oh.
A couple of foot issues in this game tonight. So we're looking to draw one in behind the guards here. It's like they're... Oh, yeah. Looks like they're drawing between the guards. Sit behind the 2 staggered ones, which I like the call.
Yeah, I think it's a good call.
Otherwise, the other side, red could just run theirs back. No one's touching it yet.
Needs to curl
Yeah.
some. Looks like it will.
Looks like the weight's pretty close.
See if they can bury a portion of it.
The weight is nice. I think they're not quite going to get the berry they were
It's
hoping
going to be pretty much fully exposed.
Needed another foot of curl there. But pretty good shot.
So we might see a similar shot that we just saw. Should be at the same line, I think, right? Hungry. All I had was that popcorn.
I had Chick-fil-A. Sweepers are down.
This is the 8th rock for Team Red.
Looks pretty good, though.
Looks good to me. I think they can probably afford to come off of it if they want. Yeah, it's going to be a nice nose hit. So yellow with an option here to try and blank the end or to hit and stick around in the rings for a score of 1 here. With this being the
I think with the guards there, you have to just play the hit and stick.
I think it's tough to blank it.
Yeah. If you ever miss
I
a
think
blank
you can.
attempt.
With enough, yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah,
with
skinny
enough
the
weight.
left guard.
With enough weight.
I think you take the ice to stick around, and if you can get the blank, great. But you don't want to go down 3 at this point. We're on sheet A. Morse scored 1 in the 6th. It is now 5-3.
Very nice.
They're playing a pretty quick game over there.
Yeah, this is the 7th already, eh? Sweeper's on it. Now off. Trying to get it to curl here. Maybe trying to get that blank.
Yeah, I think they're going for the blank, but
It's
they're
going to stick for the 1, but that's okay. Needed to curl a hair more. They look disappointed, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
1 point game.
1 point game. If they get a force here, they'll have Hammer coming home for a chance to force an extra end. Wow, my phone's at 86% now. Oh, this charger's impressive. Is this the last draw tonight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just barely a hog.
Stopera is calling for their first rock in the house.
probably be content to blank this end if they could.
What's your question, Jason?
Nice draw there to the 12-foot, outer 12-foot, right on the tee line. Nice shot, Nancy. Is that her name? I think so.
It's Nancy or Chrissy?
I think it's Nancy.
I believe I read an email that said
Yeah.
that Nancy was coming down.
Yeah.
Okay.
$5 million.
What?
What was the question?
Is there a spectator admission? No.
Not at all.
Open club.
And it will be October 5th through 7th
But you
of
should play.
2018. Yeah, you should bring a team.
We do have registration for singles, pairs, triples,
Singles.
teams.
Yeah.
So last year we had several singles come for it, and we just placed them with either local curlers.
I wonder if Wilson's
or
still
other-
watching. Wilson, are we playing? Heather, are you in?
And this past year, I believe we had a Dolly Parton drag queen.
We
That is
did.
correct.
Yeah.
Registration opens June the 7th. Thanks, Adam. Wilson, if you're listening, please register us. Thanks.
Oh, Nancy throws a perfect split of the house here. Beautiful.
That is nice.
Heather's in. Got half a team. We have to defend our B event title.
Yeah, lots of B event titles to
I know,
defend
that's my
this year.
event.
Yeah.
B for best.
I
B
think
for
that's
Big
the
Brother.
only event I've ever won. Just multiple B's. Never. No, I won a C once.
I want to see.
No A's.
I think I won the
You
C
won
at
the
the
C at the
glitter.
glitter,
No
yeah.
D's. A lot of B's.
I don't think I've ever won a D or an A.
I've never won a D. I know that.
No, AJ, I think everyone knows that.
Yeah, it's not little known at all. It's big known. Widespread. Oh, here come the eggplant emojis.
Event.
I don't see any comments from Wilson, so I'm going to send him a message.
It's like we're still trying to draw one in behind the center guard here.
How do I add people to a message? I'm such a grandpa.
Oh my God, you should have seen him trying to figure out Facebook at the Big Brother casting call.
I'm such a grandpa, I'll admit it.
So that's not a bad shot. I mean, got another guard up there that Stopera is going to have to peel here.
Can anyone see the score on D?
5-5 still.
No, there's
Oh.
another one hung.
Oh, there is. It's 8.
8.
8-5 yellow. Oh, they get the double peel. Nice throw. And it serves as a corner guard
That
on
is
one
a
of their
great
red.
play.
I missed it. Sad. But I see the result, and I would agree.
So I think they need to just draw down to that one. If they can get around that yellow guard and sit corner frozen on that red, they're pretty good shape. Oh, but he wants the corner or the center guard back.
What do you think he's asking for right now?
Center guard.
Center guard.
Okay. That's the right broom for that.
I need a tissue, but I can't reach through the glass to grab one.
That's fun.
I know, but I have to like get up to get that. Oh, thank
Hold on, I
you
got
so
you covered.
much.
Oh, I also got you covered.
Yeah, I didn't use it.
You guys, thanks so much. Even if you had.
Oh, gross.
Listen,
I need it that bad.
he touches my cookies. I pre-use
Oh,
his tissues.
oh. All right, a little much here.
Sorry, Frank.
All right, so we're going. Rob Myers throwing the peel. We know he can throw the weight. Did he get the line right? Well, they left their shooter there for a center guard. Now yellow can draw behind.
That's a pretty high guard, though. Even if they draw behind top 8,
I think at this point they have to. I mean,
it's still accessible.
I don't think the draw. Well, no, I guess that draw to the corner freeze on that outside one is still there. It's, I don't know. Maybe the line might not be there for that now.
I wouldn't mind putting up another center guard behind that red. I think the red's maybe a 2, 1.5, 2. Get some staggered action going on.
Line looks pretty nice, but I think he's heavy. Oh no, it's okay. Touch heavy, but
Yeah, a little heavy,
Stick around
but
for a shot.
Line's great. High fives from the teammates, always a good sign. I never get those.
Oh god.
I like high fives.
why
Science
we
tells
high
us
five
that
before
there's
our
tension
games.
in our palms, and when you high five, it just feels good for everyone. That's the science.
That's
Can
exactly.
you send me the article of that study?
Yes.
Because
Allison is
you're sitting
skeptical.
with 2 people who can read scientific journal articles.
I can read.
I can
Three.
read. Okay, so
Three
there
people.
are 3 capable people here. 4 if you count me.
So that one came up a little bit short and over curled. Now a chance.
I think they want to put another one behind
Yeah, I
it.
think so.
Or even top, just full 12, biting 8. But
I like
partially
going, I
buried.
like going top 4 here.
Yeah, it kind of forces Team Stopera to hit.
I think those guards are just overlapped, so they can't run either of them back very easily.
I would agree.
Oh, we've had handshakes on sheet C.
Oh.
Potomac Smith has defeated Montreal West Divas. Not sure what the final score was.
They cleared it quite quickly.
They are ready for their alcoholic beverages post-game. Hard on the sweep call here. It looks like it might crash on the guard.
Yeah, it's going to be adding to the pile. Not necessarily a bad thing.
It did make those 2 reds usable now.
Yeah, they're no longer
For
staggers.
Stopera. I don't know if they'll use them though. I think they should still draw around here.
Yeah.
Save the run for their last rock if they need to.
Did we give the 6th end score on sheet A?
Yes.
Okay.
Sheet A is throwing the first of the skip stones for
7th
Cattler. Morse has already thrown their first skip stone.
of the 7th end.
Yes. And it looks like, I believe Catler's sitting 3 already on sheet A.
You can kind of see sheet A in the current view.
Looks like
Yeah,
that
I
stone was
think,
hogged.
I'm pretty sure they're sitting 3, and he did throw a hog. I think he was throwing a guard, which didn't make it over the hog line.
It might be 4 yellow, depending on how deep that red is just off a center line on sheet A.
I think the yellow next to it is only partially in the house, and the other red is, I think, fully in.
Okay, so sitting 3 yellow with 2 rocks left to throw in the end on sheet A.
Give you a.
Yes.
This is an overhead view of sheet A.
Sheet B discussing here. Could hit and roll, which I think is probably the best shot here, because if they ever don't get there with their draw and Stopera runs back their red, that would be for a bundle, which would be the game. And they wouldn't have to roll very far to get behind cover.
I mean, they are shot, so.
On sheet A, yes, Catter has hammer. Yellow has hammer.
Although, so the only problem with the hit is they'll be behind the T line, leaving more of a pocket for red to draw to with their final shot. So
they would need
maybe
to roll
maybe
pretty
the draw
far.
is the best shot.
I
here,
like the draw.
which with that ice, I believe it's the hit though. That's
It could be either, honestly.
I think it's curling on that line pretty much, and that's not a lot of ice for a draw.
We will find out shortly.
Not very heavy, but
I think it's a draw.
yeah, it has
Might
to be.
be able to freeze it.
Said it's Slice is calling that it was way out there. Get it in for
Corner
second
freeze wouldn't be
shot.
bad.
Touch red. Touch red.
Hard,
Hard,
guys.
hard.
hard. Oh.
Won't quite make it, but
Oh.
will be third shot. So yellow sitting 1 and 3 after their rocks this end.
I don't think there's a double there though, so
No, I don't think so either.
looks like they're just gonna probably hit and
roll.
well, they have to get a really perfect roll to be shot though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough roll. I might be inclined to throw the draw.
If they ever
myself.
knows that, then they're gonna give up a steal of 2.
I mean,
Yeah.
this broom could be for a draw.
Yeah, I would throw the draw.
So
I think he is.
handshakes on sheet A.
He's throwing the draw here on B, I think.
Congrats to Team Catler out of Potomac.
Sweepers
Cedar
are
and
on
Hudson
this
Kennedy.
one. Oh, this could be bad. It is bad.
Kyle, you jinxed it.
Huh? So a little bit of a miss there by Stopera, and now
2 yellows.
bangs his broom on the ice in frustration at that one.
Yeah, but
But they keep the hammer in the 8th end,
keep the
down
hammer
by
in the
1.
8th end, down by 1. Try to keep this end clean and get your deuce for the win, or 1 to force bonus curling.
Yeah, I heard there were a few extra ends earlier today, so we might get some more bonus curling this evening.
So still 2 games going on. Sheet D.
Hammers being thrown on sheet D right now.
Yellow's sitting 3, so they're already up by 3. Looks like a pretty good shot coming in, though.
Yeah, it looks like red's going to get 1 out of it, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Nice throw.
So it is now 8
to
to 6 in favor of Team Yellow on sheet D.
Down two
Going
without
into
the
a
hammer.
steal of 2.
Steal of 2 to win, to tie.
Eighth
Stranger things have happened. I hope there's a Gaga impersonator this year. That would be fun.
How about Gaga herself?
That would be even better.
Now that curling is like popular and mainstream,
It's
maybe
so
maybe we
popular.
can get Gaga.
We have a center guard coming in here. Line looks pretty good. Weight looks pretty good as well. High fives for the winners on sheet A.
And a high five for a beautiful center guard from San Francisco.
Yeah.
When you're trying to generate points, or just also keep them,
Need those guards.
you need those guards.
Stopera is coming right in around it, but it looks light.
Yeah,
Sweepers are on it.
it's going to be tight. Should be on the rings.
They wanted to.
Skip's coming
To the
out to sweep it
forefoot.
into the rings.
So yellow's gonna. They're just gonna draw. I'd probably hit that red.
Or even tap it to the back of the rings. Yellow's looking for a steal
Playing
here.
aggressively for their steal, which is great. The only problem with playing too aggressively is if you leave too many reds in play.
They add up quickly.
This
Learned
is
that the
looking
hard
like
way.
a good rock.
Yeah, nice draw there by
Yeah,
the
really
lead.
nice.
Nice curling cheek there.
Call on the freeze. No. Back 8 weight tap.
I think just hit and flop in.
He pointed to back 8. I don't know.
He asked for back 8 weight.
Uh-oh.
Sweepers are on it.
Line's pretty good. I think that's
Maybe a
got
little
what he
light.
asked for.
Light.
Just a little light, but pretty close.
Not bad though. It's usable.
For most of the button, though.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yep, that's a nice call. Try to get a stagger in front
Stagger
of that.
something, yeah.
I mean, there's an easy slash for a red if they don't do anything with that side. So
They could play a double off of that high red too.
It's dangerous. Only this. All rocks are in play so far.
It is, but the more reds they leave in here,
dangerous or exciting?
True.
if they get a nice freeze here, then although inside freeze is not really that helpful.
That's a really nice stone. I like it.
It makes the angles a lot harder for
Yeah.
red to try to do anything.
So they're just gonna peel
They're
the,
gonna peel.
the higher guard.
Yeah, I think that's a wise decision. Try to open things up. Make sure you leave yourself at least a shot for one.
Which is tough right now.
I think he's wide on the peel. They might be going for the back one.
I think he's got
Has he
it.
got
It's
it?
gonna curl enough, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got it. I'm standing too far to the right. Oh, what do we have? Do we have a burned rock there or just a hog? I missed.
Not sure.
Saying hi to someone behind us.
You want to say hi to the people?
Hi, people.
This is Cedar.
Your grandparents might be watching.
Say hi to.
Hi, parents.
Grandparents.
Well, your parents are in this same room.
Yeah, you can say hi to them too, but they're right there. They were watching earlier. They're very proud. It does.
Yes. So we have a run back here on this. Looks pretty good.
Yeah. Beauty.
Nice,
A
nice
beautiful
throw.
run
Shot.
back.
Great shot.
Nice throw.
Peach.
Didn't quite get it out of play, but I believe red might be sitting 3,
For sure, too.
which was the danger of not taking those ones out earlier.
I think it is 3. I'm gonna say it's 3.
So San Francisco calling for a corner freeze on that shot rock.
Very tough shot. See,
It's a bit wide.
it is a bit wide, but
They're trying some directional sweeping here.
Now a little bit light.
Very aggressively sweeping to get it past
if
that
they get
red.
a little tick,
Oh.
it's usable. It's a usable stone until red tries to remove it. It was usable for a second.
Well, they could miss here.
Sure
Rob
could.
throws really big weight, and if it doesn't curl,
Or they might take out their own.
I'm going to think he's going to make the perfect hit and roll behind the other guard.
oh,
It's definitely
The line looks
fast
pretty
because
good.
the
Oh boy,
sweepers
this
had
might
to.
jam, guys.
Yeah. Oh, nope.
oh, he takes out the back yellow too.
And the left-handed hack on TV. Double takeout.
Nah. The hack is fine.
So we're still sitting 3 red here. It's getting a little dangerous here but they can clear out 2, maybe even 3 here.
I think the triple's there.
Hulk smash.
I think the doubles.
Triple's there.
I don't know.
You gotta put the top one across the face of the second one.
Yeah, yeah.
With a lot of weight.
a lot of weight.
I think
I think I just
they'd
played
be
the double
content for
here.
2, yeah. Which might just be 1.
Is he trying to come through there?
I don't. Oh, well.
Get that
He
out.
opens
Get
it
that
up.
out. All right.
It's out. No reason for concern. So those are definitely doubleable. Guard?
Stopper's going to put
He's
one
gonna go
right
top
back in the
12.
same spot. They want to be sitting
Okay.
3, I think.
Never a bad thing, usually.
It's always hard to go from throwing a big weight takeout to a nice touch shot. Sweepers are on this one early and all the way. Gets over curling.
It sure is.
It's a little light and over curling.
I kind of sounded like Moira there from Schitt's Creek. It sure is.
Not terrible.
Takes
though.
away the double.
Yeah. Well, they can they can run their yellow in and double them,
That's a lot harder.
which I think they need to
That's
try.
a lot harder.
I think
of
they
a
need
shot.
to try it here, though. I mean, they don't mind giving up.
I
They
like the
shouldn't
corner
mind giving
freeze.
up 1.
I like the corner freeze on the shot rock.
I like the double. They are down to two shots here. If they don't make a perfect freeze, then
Oh, that's true.
red
As long
has a
as it
chance to
doesn't
sit
bounce
3.
off too far, then it
Who
would
has
be a
hammer?
good shot.
Red has the hammer.
Red.
Still red.
Still red.
So it's a very aggressive call.
I like it.
I like it if he makes it.
Yeah, don't be light. That's the only bad thing.
Or heavy. This has to be perfect. It's the only risk with calling a shot like this. But if whatever he feels confident throwing.
it's hanging. Calling them on to try to get it to curl.
Looks light.
It's got the weight. I think it's got the weight.
Yeah, the weight looks close.
It's
It
close.
needs it
They
a
gotta
little
go.
bit.
They gotta
Gotta
go. They gotta go.
Harder,
They gotta go.
harder.
They gotta go.
It's pretty good.
They had the weight on the line
It's
there.
going to be second shot.
I think anything nose or left can take it out.
Yep.
He
right off
was
the camera.
about 12 inches from perfect.
And we have shakes on sheet D. Jalapeno Business.
Was
Beats
in their business.
Room Shooter 4.
Sure were. From Broom Shooter 4. Hashtag never forget. So at one point our feature sheet was ahead of everyone, but looks like they'll be the last ones off the ice. Letting this one curl.
Pretty
so
nice.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a nice shot.
Yep.
And it is.
Great shot.
And it staggers those top reds.
Yeah.
So yellow's going to have that shot again.
Now-
but again, if they bounce off at all, that's probably going to be lights out.
At this point,
I
the
think they
nice
need to
part about his most recent shot is that he gave himself a practice
Yep.
for throwing the same thing again.
Yeah, I don't think he has that corner freeze though. I think he needs to draw to the back
I was
for
going to say,
behind.
yeah, you need to draw to shot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, kind of like Brendan Botcher threw in the semifinal of the Briar this year. If anyone was watching that.
I know I was watching before he broke my heart.
No, that you didn't watch that, and I had to
Oh yeah.
play-by-play with text for you. You were too nervous.
I
I
watched
was. I had to
some
take a
of
walk.
it.
I had to take a walk.
That happens sometimes.
I couldn't handle it. It was too stressful. I knew he would make it. Shout out to Team Botcher if you're watching.
Of course.
Pretty sure all the Canadian teams are watching this weekend.
Definitely.
He's one
Including
of
the ones
20.
playing.
Then I have some
I
additional
mean, I think Jennifer
shout-outs.
Jones was watching it during her game tonight. I
Yeah.
saw her looking at
She's
her
got it
phone.
on her
Yeah.
cell phone,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's getting updates between ends.
So her husband now is going to be playing with John Epping
Yes.
in Ontario.
Yeah.
So I wonder how they're going to work that out.
No different.
I mean, I
than
doubt they
when
see
he
each
was
other
Because
that much
they're in
anyway.
Manitoba, right?
Yeah.
But interestingly, she recently, in the last year or two, when they made that rule where one player could be from another province, had finally moved to be in the same place as the rest of her family.
All right, so this rock's on its way.
I believe it's over curling.
I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, it might be on the top one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
too late, I
over
think.
curl.
Oh.
That's gonna be handshakes.
Valiant effort, but
Good effort there.
handshakes on
Great
sheet
game.
B.
Good
What a
game.
game.
Close game.
So Team Stopera advances in the A event final track.
They're in a quarter now or a semi?
Not sure.
I think I'll say that they're in a quarter, and if it's a semi, then I think this would be their second game. No?
This was their second win.
Okay, then yeah, it's a quarter.
Yeah, I think they're not in the shorter. There's one shorter part of the draw because there were
I should probably look at the
4
draw
fewer
before I go
teams.
making these.
I think you're right.
I think I'm right too. So I guess that's it.
That's yep. There are no more games left.
Usually we
anyone-
would, at this point, we would move to another sheet that's still playing, but
But there are no sheets.
there
Anyone
are
have
no
any
sheets. Questions, thoughts, comments,
Questions?
concerns?
Any curling
Round
after
table.
dark
Should we
topics
go
you'd like
do
to discuss?
like post-game interviews with the?
I could.
We
skips?
could.
That might be awkward. For
Yeah.
everyone. Thanks for the viewers, the 18 that are still watching.
Where
Good
do you
for
even
you.
sell that?
What are you even watching now? It's done.
19.
They're just waiting for our goodbye.
They're watching the handshakes.
Someone came back.
Someone came back just in time for us to say goodbye. Okay, so this is Allison.
Michael.
Have a good night.
Kyle.
Frank.
Bye.
Thanks
Signing
for
off.
watching.